The bodies of this model are interesting not only thanks to the efforts of the Fiat Centro style, they are comfortable and practical. The three-door modification is shorter by 35 mm and is positioned as more hot. This is emphasized by the modified body parts and front and rear body kit. The saving of the length was achieved by reducing the trunk, 265 liters instead of almost a record 297 liters compared to competitors, while the base and interior dimensions remain the same. 5 people can fit here without problems, although the back sofa is a little cramped. The driver's seat is comfortable, visibility is good. Fully galvanized body so far does not give cause for concern due to corrosion. The plastic interior trim, although not the most expensive in appearance, is silent on bumps. However, noise from the rear wheel arches disturbs the feeling of comfort. Despite the southern origin, the heater is effective even in the most severe winters. The gasoline engines used on Punto 2 have proven themselves well. They are similar to those installed on the first Punto and Fiat Coupe. The base 1.2-liter engine with an 8-valve head may seem rather weak, but in Ukraine it is the most common. One of its advantages is that when the timing belt breaks, the valves do not meet the pistons, and the belt itself can go out more than the 60,000 kilometers allotted to it. Neither of these apply to the two 16-valve injection engines. The valve mechanism hydraulic compensators used on all units are not very reliable. They serve about 90,000 kilometers. The fuel system staunchly resists domestic fuel, but to extend its service life, Minders recommend flushing the nozzles, the fuel pump filter and the throttle mechanism every 30,000 kilometers. With the same frequency, you need to check the ignition system. Several times, on cars registered in Ukraine, it was necessary to change the electronic control units of the motor. However, this was still during the warranty period. It is too early to judge the life of engines in general. According to company service specialists, cars sold in Ukraine have not survived to overhaul. The maximum mileage of Punto 2 today is no more than 110 to 150,000 kilometers. However, the experience of operating other Fiat models with these engines indicates that they can travel up to 250,000 kilometers. The most common Punto 2 gearbox is a 5-speed manual. The Punto Selecta version, only with 16V engines, is equipped with an automatic CVT V-belt transmission. The control mechanism of this variator has 6 fixed steps, simulating the operation of a 6-speed gearbox. On the sporting version, only with 1.2-liter 16V engines, there are 7 such steps. The owners have no complaints about the mechanics. The masters did not report anything bad about the speed gear variators either. The clutch of a small Fiat serves at least 80,000 kilometers. The driven disc is usually changed along with the basket. The cable drive of the clutch does not fail the owners for at least the first 100,000 kilometers. Until today, CV joints have been working flawlessly, but on a used car, you must first check their condition and the safety of the protective rubber anthers. The running gear of the baby is considered by some to be one of the most successful in the class. It is very comfortable and at the same time maintains good handling. The McPherson-type front suspension is Italian-style, sharpened for energetic drive and provides predictable behavior of the car in any maneuvers. The resource of consumable parts, ball bearings and silent blocks, depends on the driving style and is 60 to 100,000 kilometers. By the way, these nodes are replaced at the same time, along with the levers. The price of the lever assembly is $145. Simplified compared to the Punto predecessor, the rear suspension, dependent with the torsion beam, without compromising the comfort and handling of the car, has become an order of magnitude more reliable. The weak point of many foreign cars, anti-roll bar struts, the car does not have. There is no stabilizer at the back, and the front one is mounted on bushings, cheap and not causing problems. Punto suspension springs, unlike some of its big brothers, do not break or sag. Here it is appropriate to note that almost all the described machines are operated in cities and with a slight load, which, in fact, they are designed for. Power steering, which many Punto 2s are equipped with, is electric and has an important feature. The city button located on the dashboard puts the amplifier into city mode, convenient for parking, with a large gain, but without tangible feedback. The city mode is automatically turned off after acceleration to 60 to 70 km/h. And the steering wheel is again filled with the necessary weight. The amplifier is reliable, but there have been cases of failure of the electronic control unit. It is not reparable and only needs to be replaced. To eliminate the backlash of the steering rack, On machines without an amplifier, it must be adjusted approximately every 50,000 kilometers. Tie rod joints are durable and do not cause problems with the calm driving style before 60,000 kilometers. The brake mechanisms do not differ in a bad character. The front pads change after 30,000 kilometers. The rear ones last more than 100,000 kilometers. After the third replacement of the pads, the discs should be pierced. It is recommended to use the hand brake regularly, otherwise the cable of its drive turns sour in the shell. Fiat Punto is a decent car. In addition to satisfying purely utilitarian requests, it can become a means of expressing the owner's individuality and delivering pleasure, both from owning a beautiful thing and from driving.